Cutting vinyl is a very simple process. First step you need to do is make sure that you have everything hooked up right. So put the vinyl paper through the cutter, line up the rollers and the needle to be set, and put the back pipe on top of the roll so that it stays down. And then turn it on and clamp the roller shut and line up the roller so it's ready to go. Then we'll go to Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. In Illustrator, you can open up your file and then you just select each component at the same time, and you go into File, Cutting Master 3, and send it to Cutting Master 3, which is the Vinyl Cutter's printing software. Cutting Master 3, you're going to need to adjust the width and height of the image. 5.5 inches is a standard window decoration size. 5.5, 5.5. And because of the vinyl cutter, instead of wasting paper, make a tile of 3. So do 3 columns with 1 row. And then you send it to the cutter, and it should print. After make sure status says ready, and then it should start cutting it. And when you hit start cutting, it's cutting. So now we'll go back to the printer, and now it's going to cut it for you. You can get your other materials ready while this is cutting. You're going to need the squeegee, the masking tape, and paper or whatever you're going to be putting the vinyl on. If it's going on a car, you're going to leave it in the transparency tape and put 2 sides on it. Because we're printing 3 images, you are going to cut out the sheet of paper after you're done, and then cut each individual piece up. So you're going to have 3 copies of whatever you just printed. So when it's done cutting, it's going to go back to the beginning point. And at the start of the next slot. So then you lift up the cutter again, pull out the paper, cut out whatever you just made. And then cut out your individual piece. Remove the outer black layer. And then just lay it on the table. And then you remove the next layer. So you're going to be left with only what you want. So in this case, we printed a football helmet and the word Hornet. So all we want is the outline, or we want the bubble letters for the Hornet and the football helmet. And you're going to want to take out individual pieces such as the face mask, the helmet hole for the ear hole, and if you have letters like lowercase e's, you're going to want the center of those moved out. Then take the transparency tape, set one end on the table, and then lay it across. I cut it out. Doesn't really matter how bad it is. Just cut it out, lay it over, take the squeegee and rub it on top so that everything is pressed down. Rub it over it a couple of times, and then peel it back slowly, and it should be stuck there. Then, in this case, I used a piece of paper just for the demonstration. Place the vinyl back on top of the paper. And then squeegee it down again. Now you should be able to remove the tape, and it's stuck to the paper. That's all you have to do.